Okay. 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 Hello, hello. Welcome to another Umineko stream. It's time to Umineko. Oh, yep. We're gonna yep. That's what we're doing. Umineko. Oh, that is the wrong word. I forgot to change the fucking goddamn it volume. Okay, there we go. I always hate when I forget to do that. Stop breaking my brain before the stream even starts. I don't try, it just happens, you know? Not my fault. I run on a 4%. I run on a nearly dead double battery always, you know? Is where we ended? With a stained glass window behind her, Beto spread her arms and let the spear of the blue truth pierce her. The blue spear seemed to crucify Beto against the window. Game set. So, this is in Eva's diary, the book of the single truth. Angie picked up the book from where it lay on the altar, sealed in crystal. If you read that, then by your contract with Brinkestell, you will die. Learning the truth just to die? Learning the truth just to die? Ridiculous. That's right. I'm looking for the truth so I can die. At least let me choose how I go. I'm not an idiot. I know the real me is still floating in that starry sky. Brinkestell acknowledged me as the final Beatrice and invited me on the journey to learn the truth of 1986. There'd be no coming back from that journey. When Brinkestell told me that and walked off the route into the black sky, I followed her into the empty air. That was the contract. I want two things from Brinkestell. One was from someone from my family to come back. The other was revenge. Destroy the witch illusions concealing the events of that day. In other words, to reach the truth. Hi, Ark. However, the first of my wishes couldn't come true. After all, even the Witch of Miracles couldn't find a fragment where my family came home. So, she worriedly questioned me. Told me that I couldn't reach the truth unless I had the courage to end this worthless life, living like a ghost and hoping someone might come back. So, she walked out into the open air, and I followed her. Yes, now I can understand. Hi, Darkbit. Angie's on her depression arc again. I ever traded my life away that day, made one wish and gave up on another. I wish for revenge against the illusion that hid the truth. And now I've succeeded in that revenge, defeating the master of that illusion and obtaining the book of the single truth. What I gave up was my oh my god, I can say this. What I gave up was my naivety. My continuing belief that someone from my family might come back. And now, I can accept that my entire family is dead. How can you say that someone's alive just because you don't know? This cat box of yours is always a naive illusion. The idea that hiding corpse eating and pretend it might still be alive. Even if you hide a corpse, it's still dead. You think you can heal my wounds by saying that they'll always be watching over me from the clouds, like some kind of fairy tale? I'm Angie Beatrice, Witch of Truth. I'll free myself from the life as a ghost, waiting for miracles that never happen. Now my life as a noble martyr who's reached the truth. Didn't you come to understand the power of magic through Maria's grimoire? Yeah. Am I? I'm doing good enough. Yeah, I understood it. Then I despaired when I realized how powerful it was. That's what Oni-chan is trying to force me to use now, isn't it? If I believe if I use magic, my family will always be by my side. Don't take me for a fool! You think that kind of magic, that illusion, that... Excuse me? Oh, Jesus. That daydream, can you heal those 12 years? How am I supposed to go for decades and decades in the future? Someone, come back to me, someone! No one's coming back! So at least tell me what happened that day. Ringo said she'd tell me. Yes, my master. I have the book of the single truth. I'll bring it back to you, so let me have the truth. For a long time now, I've been prepared to abandon my naive hope in the miracle that my family might be alive. So now, tell me the truth of that day! A blinding light poured out of the chapel. It seeped from the windows and the cracks of the door, even reaching as far as Balor's and Erika's eyes. What? It would seem that Comrade Angie has completed her task. It looks like you'd use some use of seal, but in my master, that'd be easier than thawing frozen sorry fish. Comrade? Comrade! Okay, I guess we're going there. Damn! Master said I could play with you until Angie finished her task. I've had enough fun from this reunion, so I think it's time for me to leave. Eric gave an elegant curtsy. Yeah, Erica made a food metaphor. She really is a witch. Yeah, good sign that she's totally a witch. If she didn't use a food metaphor, I've had to doubt her witchiness. Why you talk Angie into looking for the single truth? Master must know. That truth doesn't mean anything for Angie. Yes. All truths in this world are meaningless. The end meaning comes from the mind of each individual human. Even when there is a single truth, it can mean different things to different people. The truth has no meaning in itself. There's just one reason why I insist upon the truth despite it all. Because you're a detective. Good. But Angie-san isn't a detective. To her, the truth itself is the finish line. Oh, it marked the end of her unhappy life. Now she's finally finished the last purification ceremony. She's a one-night witch of truth, focused on learning just one truth in order to die.
地上に叩きつけられて死ぬまでのほんのわずかな時間だけのかりそめの真実の魔女。
A temporary witch for the short time she slams against the ground. I won't let Angie die! Or how tough it gets, she has to live! That's the only thing all of us want! If she lives, all sorts of magic and miracles would be possible. If only you put your arm around her shoulder and told her that directly, you might not have lost. Your thoughts? All it takes is to hear you howl, and deducting this becomes trivial for Furudo, Erika. Live! Angie! He yelled towards the chapel, but Angie probably wasn't even in there anymore. Bowser's yell was swallowed by the pitch black sky and the sea of rampaging goats. Comrade Eva, our mission is complete. Let's withdraw. Wow, so nothing that happened to Angie actually happened? That's the implication I'm getting from here, is that everything that Angie saw was basically just a fragment of what could be. So the entirety of episode 4 was, I suppose, the idea of a possibility of what could be, what could happen after she jumped off that cliff, which is a bit saddening, frankly. Oh, are we done already? I was gonna tear the island apart with my own Eva culprit theory. You know what they say, time is convoluted Rokujima. Who the fuck says that, Kinzo? I've appeared midair and cackled. Sorry, getting distracted by my thoughts. Sorry, Battle again. I wasn't strong enough. For 12 years, I protect that kid my own way. I'm grateful. However, she's decided this for herself. She's 18 years old now. Do you think people should decide how they live their own lives? Sorry for being an overprotective brother.
Later! I'm Bernkiso's piece at the moment. It's time for me to leave now.
どうしえば後ほど
I'll see you later, Comrade Eva.
Eva held her palm open, and a small pointy blue fragment appeared there. Huh. Fragment burst, and with a blinding flash of light, Eva vanished. It was the same light that had seeped out of the chapel earlier. Pieces could not leave the game board. However, the Voyager witches alone could come and go. This is probably some sort of magic that Brinkus had given them. Eric opened her palm as well, and the same sort of fragment appeared there.
それではこれにて
Well then, I bid you farewell.
下手をして
In fact, this may be the last time we see each other.
マジな
Wait,
俺たちの決着は
we haven't settled our fight yet. If we could seal the fragment in Erica's hand, we would go to where Burnki's cell was. The seal surrounding the Book of the Single Truth would probably be broken easily with Burnki's power. However, even so, it would take her some time. If we could seal that fragment, we have a chance of bringing Angie back.
決着も何も
What is there to settle?
タイムオーバー
Time's up.
ですが
However,
最後に
if you like taking one last hit, I'm happy to oblige.
叶えてあげてもいいですが
And knowing that Erica couldn't resist the challenge. After all, Valerie knew what Erica's trick was. He figured it out just a second ago. Even while he spoke with Erica, he had been thinking about it inside his mind. He could finish her with this last strike and take that fragment. Let's go, Erica.
この一撃で決めてやる
So decide it.
その一撃でおいとましますので
This be the last one before I go.
自慢のとんでも推理の中でもとびっきり面白いのをお願いします
Go ahead. So go ahead and give me the craziest theory. The craziest of your hilarious theories.
お前の3つ定義は壁
Your locked room definition claimed that the walls, windows, floor, ceiling, and chain were all unbeatable.
しかし
However, there was one possibility that I didn't check because it was too ridiculous.
俺が求めなかった絶対性がある
It was small. No, I can't even say small bombs. Sorry.
それは
And that was whether or not the chain could be set from the outside.
可否だ
Oh.
青き真実
Blue truth
これがお前の
is the answer to your locked room.
チェーンの長さ
The length of the chain.
お前の3つのチェーンは長く
The chain for your locked room is extra long, so it's supposed to set and unset from outside the room. What a ridiculous answer. Have we blindly assumed that a lock made by an unbreakable chain makes a room unbeatable, then this truly would be a perfect locked room. The blue wedge flung from Alice's hand plunged straight into Erica's chest. As she went to the pain, her hand shook, and the fragment she held flew into the air.
バトラさんの密室定義は壁、窓、道、扉、チェーンまであらゆる絶対性を主張しました
The lower locked room definition claimed that the walls, windows, floor, door, and chain were all unbeatable.
しかし一つ
However, wasn't that one really ridiculous thing missing?
抜けていましたよ
The ceiling? Yeah, probably the ceiling.
青き真実
Blue truth.
バトラさんの
Your locked room had no ceiling, so we supposed to enter by climbing over the
壁を
wall.
乗り越えての入室が可能である
Oh, great. We're thinking of the same things. God, I love this shit. Erica's blue sight swung out from behind her back, catching Balor in his side as he stretched his hand out towards the fragment. Balor's hand didn't reach it. The fragment returned to Erica's hands once more.
トリックのバカバカしさは互角だったようですね。
It looks like your tricks were equally ridiculous. Mystery Nuts would have been furious, don't you think? But I disagree. To me, the process of exposing that ridiculous is ecstasy. That's why I'm for real, Erica, the detective.
Damn it. Figured out the answer a while back, didn't you?
Not true. I thought up in the instant between the time you let loose your blue truth and the time you stretched your hand out to grab the fragment. I've just been buying time since the beginning. I started reasoning a second ago.
Erica broke the crystal barrier that surrounded them. Then she flew high up into the sky, looking down Balor and laughing at him as she gave him a final blow.
Good day, Balor-san. Even this has been my only time to shine. Even if I let them punish soon, I'm about to be thrown back into the depths of oblivion. Even so, I have no regrets.
Wait, hold on. Do you know? Wait, Erica, do you know about the deal with Lambda or? Wait! No one would be foolish enough to wait on command. With a blind flash, Erica vanished. And then she became fucking Lambda's piece, and she realized, oh fuck, I'm in a worse position actually. Angie had gotten the book of the single truth and returned to Bryn Castell. Val and the others had no way to leave the game board. Everything had come to an end. A gold butterfly flitted by, and Beetle appeared. My apologies, Battler. I let Angie get away. I'm sorry too. I've let them get away. It's all over. Lived a hater, died a hater, came back a hater. Yeah, she never really stopped, did she? Angie had created this game. I'm sorry, Balor had created this game. Balor had created this game for Angie. Now that Angie was gone, the game board no longer had any purpose. And even if that weren't the case, even now the game board was being chewed apart by the goats, like a single leaf floating on a sea of nothingness. Thanks to Gertrude and Cornelia Seal, his mansion was protected on the second floor up. The door to the Golden Land was now open wide enough for their child to slip in. The small people, including Maria and Sakataro, slipped through it. My friend, leave the doors opening at a quicker pace. Indeed. In my eyes as well, it seems to be so.
お父さん
Father!
扉はまだ開きま
Is
せ
the
ん
door
か
open yet?
奴らもうじき窓を破ってきそうです
Looks like you're allowed to break in through the windows.
クラウス様どうか
Grouse-sama, there is no need for you to fear.
アイゼルネ・ユングフラウの結界
An Eisen-Jungfrei barrier is not so easily broken.
もうじき大人も通れるようになります。
Very soon, they'll be big enough for adults to go through
大
too.
丈夫ですよ。
Don't,
間に合います。
don't worry. We'll make it in time.
But there's knocking and banging everywhere, and
どんどんバンバンとすごいありさまでしてその
慌てずに待て
stay calm and wait.
どうせ我らに
After all, there's nothing for us to do but
できる
wait.
ことは何もないのだからな
Even the outer walls of the mansion were covered with goats. They were plunging their fangs and fists into the walls and windows, trying to break through them. So, there were goats stuck to all the windows in the hallway, smashing their thick arms against the windows in a way that would terrify anyone, even if they knew about the barrier. However, anyone watching the group of goats gather at the top of the big staircase from safe to the other side of the barrier would probably feel a different emotion. It's a terror. It was a sad, empty sort of emotion. The barrier is drawn across the landing at the top of the hall's great staircase. Beyond that barrier, everything had already been eaten away. Was it impossible for those who stood in the hallway of the upper floors to believe that this was the Rokujima mansion? By now, no one looking at the scene would be able to imagine such a thing. Forget the hall or even the whole first floor. Even the ground itself was almost gone. The sea of goats had eaten everything apart long before this. They had eaten apart the hall, the pillars of the mansion, the floor, the ground, the sea, the very concept of the island. Every part of the game board Ballard created. Now, the only left over was the upper part of the mansion, which floated along in empty space. How pitiful.
何がなりや
To what do you refer? The goats in their eagerness to chew this island apart.
身を任せたヤギたちが自分たちの足場さえ食い尽くし虚無に落ちて
Having up even the ground they stood on, dropping themselves into nothingness. This has once been a huge entrance hall. Beyond it had been a vast rose garden. There have been so many places to stand upon. However, now, the holes had been dug everywhere and nearly everything outside the mansion was completely gone. Some goats were clutching to the few remaining footholds and pillars, still eating away at them.
真実を暴くとは殺すことと心得るものなり。
It should be known that to expose the truth is to kill.
人はなぜ殺さずに
Why can't humans live without killing, I wonder?
遠大なる歴史の中であれだけの大勢が奇跡
Throughout their long history, so many prayed for miracles.
結局は
But in the end, they eat up their own chance to receive a miracle, eating up the very ground they stand on and falling into the abyss. They saw a goat chewing the same pillow that was holding it up. Which was surprising, fell into the empty blackness along with the goat.
人間は知るために生きるように定められた悲しい生き物だからです。
Humans are sad creatures, fated to live in order to learn.
知ることが
If learning means eating away at the same hopes and dreams that keep you alive,
尽くすことを意味するなら、人間は死ぬために生まれてきたってことになる。
that would mean humans are born just so they can die.
私たちは
We're taught that we have to live.
しかし、生きてなすことのほぼ全てが
However, almost everything that we accomplish in life ends up killing us.
それ以上考えるな。
Don't think about it.
普通になら
You'll just get a headache.
私は一人の
As a
人間
single
として生
human,
きたい。
I want to ask,
知ることは
is learning a crime?
無知に生きる方
Is living in ignorance the only way we can have hopes and dreams?
全知に生きることも無知に生きることも
Both living with knowledge and living in ignorance have their benefits,
短所
as
も
well as their own shortcomings.
そのどちらに生きるのも自由だ。
You're even free to choose which path to take.
だから人間ってのは無理
That's what makes humans powerless.
人は知ることは
While people can learn, they
知ら
cannot
ぬことは
unlearn.
できない生き物なり。
Unless their name happens to be Bob Bob, in which case it seems possible to completely forget all lessons learned, which results in an unsurprisingly shorter lifespan.
故に全知の神は
And so, the all-knowing God has stepped in for the sake of the humans who cannot know it all.
知るべきことと知らぬべきことを分け隔てているものなり。
Marking out things that should be learned and things that should not be learned.
過ぎた好奇心は夢も希望も殺す。
Too much curiosity can kill your hopes and dreams.
人は知るべきでない
Humans are pitiable beings who are unable to simply avoid those things which should not be learned.
バトラ教がそれを
Lord Bala may have failed to teach this to Angie, but he can hardly be blamed.
ことです。
その園児ももういない。
And now Angie's gone.
このゲームも
This game is
お
over.
しまいだな。
Struck dumb by Will's words, everyone fell silent. Only the sound of the goats eating everything away rang out hollowly. Even if they escaped to the Golden Land, these goats of emptiness would probably chew into that realm eventually as well. Even if they got away for the time being, nothing would be resolved. It was all set in stone now. They had no way to resist the future's violent attempts to tear the cat box of the past open.
なら
In that case,
私たちは生き
we
なきゃ
must stay alive.
人間の愚かさが自ら
If a human's foolishness makes them throw away their own hopes and dreams in the end,
私は
then I want to believe in those things to the last
それを最後の
second.
一秒まで信じることを選びたい。
いい根性だ。
Your resolve is impressive.
私は幾百万の世界のベアトリーチェたちの唯一の希望が具現化した存在。
But only the one hope held by the Beatrices of millions of
だから
worlds.
私はこんな時で
So even at times like this, I have to
みんなの
do.
希望でなければいけないんです。
So even at times like this, I have to be everyone's hopes.
だから私はまだこのゲームを諦めません。
I'm not giving up on this game yet.
諦めないとは
You're not giving up.
最後の1秒ま
I'll
で
keep waiting, believing in the miracle until the last second.
最後の1秒まであがい
I'm gonna keep struggling on and on until it's over.
そうです。
That's right.
私たちの時
After all, last time when we were surrounded by that pack of terrifying cats, we prepared for death, weren't
死
we?
を覚悟したではありませんか。
Lambda Delta-san saved us.
もし奇跡を信じずに諦めていた
We had given up. If we hadn't trained to believe in a miracle, then I'm sure we'd have been erased there before help could have
い
come.
たに違いない
Ah, my nose. Bum.
私が助けたってよりベルンがあんたたちを殺し損ね
Well, it sounds like I really saved you. More like Burns just failed to kill you properly.
あるいはあの子の気まぐれかもしれ
Or
な
it
い
might have been some whim of hers.
奇跡の魔女の
A miraculous whim of the Wits of Miracles.
How long had she been there? Lambda was laying on the handrail of the staircase eating popcorn. She held the cup of popcorn out as if to say, want some? But Leon declined the offer. Lambda's still here? I mean, Lambda can literally leave whenever she wants, so if she's entertained, she'll stay around. She's got no reason to leave before she needs to. Balakun told us. Said Angie-chan made a contract to learn the truth in exchange for her own life.
真実を得る契約をしたと
さっきのあんたたちの話に
Tell me about your conversations now. That was no contract.
だって
After all, living and seeing the truth so they can die is what humans do anyway, right?
つまりエンジは
In other words, Angie had spent all of her life trying to learn the truth.
ために費やしたそれを一瞬の時間に
A burden was shortened the time to a single instant.
エンジちゃんは夢も
When Angie-chan lost her hopes and dreams, she started valuing her own.
命を軽んじ
She
て
stopped valuing her own life.
彼女にどうやったら夢を
How can she be given hopes and dreams again?
どうやったら生きることに意味を見出
What can be done to help her find a reason for living?
それ私に聞いてんの
Are you asking me?
私
I'm stupid, remember?
Oh, you fucking look, you're stupid in certain ways, but you're not actually stupid. Come on. You can't pull that trick on me for a third time.
それも2回転ひねりの入った超パー
I'm super airheaded super paper with a brain of confetti.
難しい話
I don't understand complicated stuff.
After tossing the last bit of popcorn in her mouth, Lambda threw the empty cup into the abyss of nothingness.
ベルンがあの子をそそのかしたわけじゃ
Burn
ない
really
わ
wasn't pushing that kid to do something she didn't want.
ベルンはエンジェに
She was giving Angie a chance.
選択肢を
Or
与え
should I call it a choice?
そしてエンジェはその選択肢の中から自ら
And now, in her game against Prowler, she's making her own choices
そ
again.
して今バトラとのゲームで再び自ら選択肢を選んでいるあの子のゲームは最初から最後までずっとあの子のものよ
From start to finish, Angie's game has always belonged to Angie.
私は今それをのんびりと感激しているわ
Right now, I'm just a casual observer.
感激に熱中しているというわけでもなさそうだな。
Don't know, Lambda literally every point in her life? Man, Lambda lives a decent life besides the unsure if she's still trapped in a hellscape or not, you know? Besides that, her life seems kind of decent.
Maybe not.
先の見えちゃった
It's a play with an obvious ending.
だからそろそろおいとましようかなって思ってたところよ
I was thinking I might sink out in a moment.
先が見えたと感じたらあなたは
So you stop watching a play just because you think you know how it will end?
ひょっとしたらあなたが想像しないようなクライマックスを迎える
Even though it
かも
might
しれ
reach a
ない。
climax you didn't expect? In the battle between knowing and not knowing, Lambda has made her choice. Yeah, no, that is the case. She has a lot more entertainment from not knowing than she will ever from knowing. Lambda Dota licked her salty fingers. Then she stared at Leon challengingly and grinned.
エンジェちゃんのゲームは
I know that
絶対にこれで終わ
I
り
know
ません。
that Angie's game won't end this way.
必ず
I hope Alukun's feelings will reach her.
気持ちが通じます。彼女により良い未来を生きてほしいという気持ちが伝わり、
She understands that he wants her to live in a better future, and she'll choose that future of her own accord. No need to think about her torture if she doesn't think. Yeah. If she gets... I really think that for Lambda, being bored doesn't mean, like, actual boredom. I think when she says being bored, she's more so saying whenever she has the time to, like, just think on herself, like her own life, is when things go wrong. The more chances she has to contemplate and, like, do some introspection, the worse her life becomes because she just remembers that possibility, you know? It's not really boredom, it's just distracting herself from... She doesn't want to think. Yeah.
必ず絶対
I'm certain that's how this tale will
そういう
end.
物語になります。
へえ。
Huh?
この絶対の
I thought I knew the witch's turning and seeing that the outcome is
絶
certain.
対を保証するの？
そうです。
That's right.
私が
I guarantee
絶対
it.
に保証します。エンジェちゃんのゲーム
Angie Chan's game won't end
こ
like
のまま
this.
では終わりません。だから
So please, don't leave your seats.
そして
We won't leave
私たち
either.
は立ちません。私たちにできることは、
There must be something we can do
そしてそれが必ず
that will surely lead her to a better future.
この物語は必ずハッピーエンドになります。
The tale will definitely have a happy ending.
だから
So keep watching till the end.
お願いします。
I beg you.
私
Even though I, the witch's turning, have already announced that this tale won't have a happy
ハッ
ending,
ピーエンドはないって宣言しちゃってるんだけど。
ハッピーエンドの定義
Who gets to decide what makes a happy
見
ending?
る人それぞれが決めることでしょ。
Wow, there was a tense silence. The calm gaze that seemed to be saying, "Are you serious?" Lambda stared at Leon. And Leon's eyes didn't even twitch. For some time, they both stared into the other's eyes without flinching.
ah,
Suddenly, Lambda let out a large sigh and
い
stretched.
くらでもないし。
well, I have nowhere better to be.
いいわ。
Sure, I'll stay around a while longer.
ポップコーンのおかわりを
You got me some more popcorn, that is.
Oh, sure, yeah, I've got some with me. Hold on a second.
今度はキャラメルフレーバーがいいわ。
I like caramel flavor this time. Hey, she's got good taste in popcorn. Great, lovely. No olive oil, which sounds disgusting.
黄金鏡へ来てく
You're
れ
going to go and land. We'll serve you as much as you like.
ご馳走します。
Lambda waved at them with a thin smile. No one was quite sure what this meant, but apparently Singfight just rendered her own way.
いいわ。
Okay,
あんたが
you get your own flavor of happy ending with certainty.
保証するなら。
Then I think Great Lambda will stick around for a while longer. See how big my heart is? As wide as Lake Biwa.
微妙に狭いな。
That's not very wide.
And as gentle as the Sea of Japan. That is a very rough sea. I think Lambda might be one of my favorite characters for this game, unironically. She's fucking great. God. For your attention. It would seem that you have mixed up your metaphors. There's some muffled laughter. He was also come around to this big old confetti-brained witch. Look, she's fucking glorious in... Like, the thing that really gets me about over Lambda, liking Lambda over Bernie, is Lambda does not really sure, Lambda can be cruel, but I would like to remind you that even she was, like, pitying Battler during his Logic Error moment. Like, Battler was... Like, Bernie was fucking glad about Battler's suffering and everything. But Lambda was like, oh, Battler, you have made a big mistake. Oh, I'm sorry you're gonna have to go through this. You should have stopped. Like, she has fun playing a role, and she'll enjoy herself however she wants, but she's not heartless. She's just seeing these as games, you know? Lambda is a witch who gives strength to those who possess unshakable willpower. Now you've given Leon a bit of magic for that absolute belief in a happy ending. Lambda is far less malicious than Bernie. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I feel like Lambda would never do something purposely to upset you unless she was playing the role of the villain, you know? If she's playing the role of the villain, yeah, she'll upset you, but really, that's because she wants to. You better not let me get bored, okay? If you do, I'll leave right away.
Of course. I'm sure Battler-kun will be glad to welcome you as well. Leon understood. In order to fight back in Burkasau, who had taken Angie out to the board, they would need the power of another who was capable of leaving the board. The last hope was to make sure Lambda Dota didn't abandon this game. However, judging by Lambda Dota's expression, she hummed herself cheerily. Actually, asking for help was probably going to be a problem. Look, Zephyr! Everything from the first floor down is gone! I dropped a coin a few hours ago, and I still haven't heard it hit the bottom! What a spectacle! Not a sight you see every day! How have matters progressed upstairs?
Alright, we came here to tell you that!
Hey everyone, sorry to keep you waiting! They say the door to the Kyoto Land has opened!
やれやれ。よう
Finally. Let us go. This place will not be safe for long. Everyone who had been sitting on the staircase got up.
さらば麗しの六軒島だな。
I guess it's goodbye, Rokujima. This is goodbye, Rokujima the Beautiful.
そうですね。
True.
こんな光景でさえ。
Maybe a shadow has formed itself, but this is the last time we'll see it, isn't it?
何を口悪く言ってんのよ。
What can you possibly do with an attitude like that?
見せなさいよ。
Isn't that something you got to show me?
ハッピーエンド。
Let's see a happy ending! And by happy ending, I mean an ending that Burn won't like. That'll be fucking happy. Whatever's a happy ending for you guys is a bad ending to her. The Book of the Seal of Truth, sealed in crystal by Valor. How do I undo this seal? I can't even stick this key in the keyhole.
あんたには解けるのよね。
You can remove it, right?
その封印。
The seal?
もちろん。
Of course. Sorry, my eyes are starting to crumble. Blech. They were in a vast, dimly lit space. Oh yeah, this is a new place. CG, I just realized. Sum it up in a phrase. It was like a trench in the ocean floor. No, that's not quite right. It was a library. However, the number of books and the height of the shelves vastly surpass all of those that exist in the world of humans. If height is a measure of greatness, then the gods must surely have been giants taller than mountains. This place appeared to be a library big enough to fucking do something. Each individual book was no larger than those from the human worlds. However, the shelves holding them stood like the walls of a valley, or a deep-sea ocean trench. So, Angie and the others looked like little more than a few... Angie and the others looked like little more than a few small butterflies who had wandered into this vast library. Like minuscule deep-sea fish swimming about all alone in an ocean pit.
これは封印じゃなくて。
This is more like ice than a seal.
バトラの手から
You just steal it away from Mallow and put it under the rays of the sun. It will fade away by itself as time passes.
溶ける程度の脆いもの。手っ取り早く打ち砕けないの？
Isn't there just some way to smash it open?
あんたは冷凍サンマをハンマー。
You like to thaw your frozen fish by smashing it with a hammer.
ごめんね。家庭科は1なの。
Sorry, I was always terrible in cooking class. You're not an expert. This basically just looks like Runa.
子猫たち。
Oh yeah, this is the official Library Runa crossover. Don't you know? Yeah, man, didn't you know it had the official Library Runa crossover that happened right now? It's happening right now, at this moment. Kitties.
この封印の解
Oh, the seal. Yeah, I played the battle mod for Runa. I do not remember anything from that either, funny enough. When Burn Castell whispered from the dark ocean pit deep below them. Several emerald green glints appeared and gathered like a school of fish. Bring it so through the Book of the Single Truth down to them, and only after several seconds passed, the school of fish seemed to gather around it and carry it away. Those few seconds made clear just how deep this bookshelf trench went. Angie, once again dumbfounded by this unimaginably vast and godly library. She opened up a book and found it had random words and random letters inside of it at random spacings. Complete randomness as with a random amount of pages in each one. No consistency whatsoever. It was truly mysterious. Oh, it's just the library. A babble, okay.
We can let them handle the rest.
本当に私
And
に
you really
中を
won't let me
騙
see
して
what's
くれるんですよ
inside?
ね
Play the battle mod before even playing Umineko? Yes! And before you ask, no! I don't remember anything. That long time ago now, and I do not remember fucking shit. If that is your wish, then I'll grant it. And of course, I won't be able to read it myself without the key of yours. You just start hitting the subscribe button at random in the workshop? No, I saw it. I knew Umineko existed, and I was like, ooh, Umineko. I know nothing about that, but I heard it's cool. Let me download this mod and check it out. Download mod, understand nothing, see cards aren't that good, leave it alone because the mechanics aren't that interesting. That's almost upsetting. Which part? I feel like there's a lot to get upset about in that short story. Angie silently gripped the golden key in her pocket. This journey had been so long and so strange. In search of the truth from 12 years ago, I left my home. Met President Okonogi, met Amakusa. At some point, that adventure became part of a witch illusion. However, here I am. Ushomiya Eva's diary is here. The truth inside it is sitting right in front of me. Rest for a while. You and I don't have enough free time to spend it all with you.
別に疲れてなんかいないけどね
Well, I'm not really tired though.
エリカ
Erica, serve Angie some tea or something. Yes, my master. Erica popped to exist out of nowhere and bowed to her master.
ベルンカステル
Ern Gastel,
もしあんたが
if by any chance you're planning to use me and steal both the key and the book, you won't get off easy.
奪おうと考えているならただじゃ貴様我が主に向かってなんて口を
How dare you say such a thing to my master?
ごめんなさいね
Sorry.
魔女と随分
I'm not on things with witches that decide not to trust normal words.
普通の言葉は信用しないことにしてるのいいわ
Very well.
赤き真実
I promise it with a red truth.
一なる真実の書を封印が解けて一番最初に
When the seal in the book of the single truth is dissolved, you, Angie, will be the first to read it.
これでいい
Is that good enough for you? What do I call this except reverse character development in some ways? Like, Angie started off better than Battler when it came to magic and truth and stuff. But as time has gone on, it just seemed like... Remember how in episode 4, Battler screamed out, I won't trust anything unless it isn't red, and he kind of started to pull out from the world otherwise? Saying Angie's kind of, doing that exact thing now. Very odd. I don't know, is it ironic? I think it might be ironic. For some time, Angie considered the witch's words, searching for some sort of trap hidden within them. There's no greater guarantee than a red truth given by a witch. Angie understood this well enough. If one did start to doubt even this red truth, there'd be nothing left to trust in this entire world.
one began to suspect you in this, then then there no longer even be one truth.
まだ不満なの？
Are you still unsatisfied about something?
何も。
No, I'm fine. She would need Brinkaso's help if she wanted to read the book of the single truth. Angie finally realized that she had nothing to gain by complaining more and knowing the switch further.
封印が解けたらすぐに呼んでちょうだい。
Once you broke the seal, call me right away.
もちろんよ。
Of course.
私だって早く。
I also want to read it as soon as possible.
すぐに呼ぶわ。
I'll call for you at once. Burn spun away from them, then vanished in the dark bookshelf trench. Andy saw a school of emerald green fish appear and follow behind Bryn Castell. Could those be her familiars? It stared at the emerald lights that resembled some sort of deep sea fish. Andrew was poked from behind.
行きますよ。
Let's go.
同志エンジェ。
Comrade Angie.
気持ち悪いから。エンジェ
You're creeping me out, so just call me Angie.
じゃあ、私の。
Then, you can call me Erica-sama.
行きましょう。同志エリカ。
How's it going, Comrade Erica? Wow, what a fucking quick change of tune there. Stop calling me Comrade. Okay, Eric. Oh, then I shall be some. Okay, I'll call you fucking Hi, Comrade, let's go. The pair began swimming in the direction Erica indicated. Swim seemed to be a better way to describe what they were doing than fly would be.
ここは何なの？
Just what is this
図
place?
書館って呼ぶにはあまりに広大すぎる
It's way too big to be called a library. It's only we remember its name, so I just call it the library.
覚えるかどうかは私が決めるわ。言いなさいよ。
I'll decide what I can or can't remember. Tell me. It's the great witch of theater-going drama and spectating noble city of carefully selected books.
やっぱ図書館でいいわ。
Yeah, the library works fine.
言うと思いました。
Need you say that? The City of Books. Yeah, the name fits. The bookshelves on the other side of this canyon are skyscrapers. I think those emerald green lights flowing beneath us as headlights on a highway. This really does seem like some sort of city of books. The city? Sketch! Sketch! Careful! No! Sketch! Stop! Don't fall! If you go into the rabbit hole, you can't get out! I'm in it! Actually, come up on all the way. Come on in. Go and drop your fucking self into the rabbit hole. You are not escaping. I will drag you into it. It will be a good life.
ただの本じゃないんでしょ？これらは。
These things aren't just books, are they?
ええ。
That's right.
これら一冊一冊が重厚な群衆劇をまとめ。
Each volume is packed with an ensemble play. They've already lumped in the abyss. Great.
ここでは本に見えますが。
They look like books from here, but if you open one up, you'll find a whole world inside.
私たちの長い物語もこの中の一冊。
So even our long tale is in one of these.
遥か上層の霞んで見えないくらいの上層の大魔女はもはや神や動物種と同
Great
じ
witches who live on a far, far higher plane than we do are hardly any different from a god or creator.
そんな連中から見れば私たちの物語なんて
From their perspective, our little tale is worth a little more than a single book of that.
You know, I wasn't gonna say, but this I was gonna say, like, I feel like I'm reading the concept of a lot of different series suddenly. And with how famous this series is, I'm sorry to realize, like, this is probably very influential, huh? From the theatergoer's perspective, our individual lives are hardly worth anything at all. They're writing down an entire world in a single volume, then my life probably isn't even worth a single line. And we're the main characters. I am, and so are you.
That's right. Even the tale of the gods doesn't mention us. We are always the main characters in the story we write for ourselves. Being aware of that fact is the first thing that separates witches from humans.
They were on a balcony, which was really a room-sized section that had been dug out of the bookshelf, with no guardrail along the cliff. It didn't go in very deep, making it look like a room that had been cut in half. It was filled with the tools of everyday life, as though this was Erica's hidden house.
My master has ordered me to serve you some tea. So if you don't feel like drinking, I'll report into you with a funnel.
If you try, I'll have to serve you some matcha.
Matcha?
Nothing, just talking to myself. In hurrying Erica, she made tea, and she looked down upon the bizarre, otherworldly scene below. Until Erica finished getting the tea ready, the scene held Angie's gaze like it was sucking out her soul.
This might sound strange coming from me.
What? Erica, is this your house? I mean, it's more like she's being a cat and just staying in a place where no one's bothering her. We're gonna be frank.
You made a deal to throw away your life to learn the truth. That's quite something.
And nothing to gain from life. It was easy for me to trade away the time I had left.
My master really does take to idle whims. They should make a contract for the meaningless life of a powerless girl.
And he chuckled, not bothering to argue. That's exactly right. Incredible that burning a cell would lend her power to a worthless life that was trying to throw itself away.
Well, my master is the witch who controls miracles. So it makes sense that she appeared even for a worthless girl like you. Good point.
レルンカステルが現れなくても
If Bronchus hadn't appeared, I still would have taken that step off the edge that day.
一歩を踏み出していたのだ。 安い。
You really are a cheap woman, aren't you? Well, then just how much are you worth?
私ですか？
Me? The way Erica cackled was disturbing. So, Angie realized that this was her way of answering the question. Also, I've got a question of my own almost, of like, certain things, but yeah. People don't become witches of their own choosing. They keep it living, all people want to live their lives as humans. If something comes along to trip up that life, that's when the road to living as a witch opens up. Did I ask a question? I don't remember if I asked a question. I just remember I hit my own mental buffer. Even Frodo Erica, cause of the Witch of Truth, must be like this. The two Witches of Truth, sitting here drinking tea without even looking at each other, are exactly the same.
私は真実を暴くのが好きです。
I like exposing the truth.
知ってるわ。
No shit, Sherlock.
隠し事を暴き、相手
I like exposing secrets and watching those people turn pale as they wonder how I figured it
好
out.
きなんです。その瞬間、
That's why I know I've reached the truth and it's the moment of ecstasy.
恍惚を覚えます。
趣味の悪いやつ。
There's something seriously wrong with you.
じゃあ、あなたにとって真実
Well
は
then,
何だ
what
と
does the truth mean to you? Angie was about to give an immediate answer, but she bit down her words. This explains why Byrne even picked Eric to begin with. Angie did, not knowing the right way to respond over the words came. After all, to Angie, the truth itself was the go. At first, it was out of hatred. Who sure me that Eva, so about Rogajima, be the culprit behind everything? She hated Eva, but she had no proof that her aunt was a culprit, and of course, Eva never talked about what happened on that island that day. At first, in Angie's eyes, the truth meant proof that Eva was a culprit. However, that feeling withered away with Eva's death. Now that Eva was dead, even if Angie did find some kind of proof, it wouldn't mean anything. So
So eventually, the truth Angie wanted to find became nothing more than the simple desire to know what happened on the island that day. However, one thing was obvious. She did find out the truth. That wouldn't bring back any of her family.
意味なんてないのかもね。
It might not mean anything at all.
意味もなく
You don't accept the truth of your beloved only genocide, even though it's meaningless?
あんたこそ意味がわかりません。
You're the one that's not making sense.
Erica laughed mockingly. And Angie laughed too, as though she agreed.
だからね、
And so,
私にとっての真実は
truth to me became my goal.
生きるための
Maybe you could even call it my reason for living.
じゃあ真実にたどり着いたら
So, once you do reach the truth, there won't be any point or purpose to you living anymore, right?
そうよ。
That's right.
だから死ぬの。も
So I'll die.
ういいじゃない。
Hasn't it been long enough?
12年も余計に生き
I
て
already lived 12 years too long.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, fuck, I hate being tired.
そんな私に最後の瞬間くらい願いを叶えてくれる魔女が現れてもいいとは思わない？
Don't at least deserve to have a witch appear and grant my wish in my final moments.
To put it simply, you're just tired with life. Does that sum it up?
ようやくできちゃいますね。
そうよ。
Yeah,
だから
that's my reason for living, my very existence. Everything else is meaningless.
何もかもが無意味。一なる真実の書にたどり着くという目的は、そんな私に人生最後のちょっとしたきらめきを与えてくれたわ。
That's why this goal of finding the book of the single truth has put a little sparkle back in my life. Now that's nearly over.
その一点でだけ
Based on that score, I'm grateful to Brent Castell.
なるほど。
I see.
バトルはあんたに生きてほしいから。
I want you to live, so here's the go that will let you die.
バトラさんに
I think I pitied Battle-san for the first time.
妹は
After all, you can't choose your little sister.
Sorry, Oni-chan. I'm tired of life. 12 whole years. And living off nothing but the illusion that someone might come home someday. Just let me find some peace already.
Telling the truth that day, I decided to use that to mark the end of my life. For 12 years I believed in a miracle, but there was no miracle. I don't believe in miracles anymore. The book of the single truth. Of course, I'm also dying to find out what's inside of it. But from what I hear, it doesn't sound like the truth inside is something special enough to mark the end of your life with.
そうね。
Yeah.
最初は経典同地の何かが記されているかもと期待したわ。
At first I hoped there would be something earth-shattering written in it.
でも今は何というか冷めてる。
Now, I guess I've cooled on it. Any truth searched for by a worthless person is bound to be worthless. It'll probably make for a fitting end to your worthless life.
ええ、
Yeah,
きっと。そう
I'm
なのよ。
sure it will. Angie's already starting to realize something. Here's why Eva decided not to talk about what happened. The real events of that day probably weren't anything earth-shattering. Some sort of malfunction made the bomb in the secret underground base explode. Yes, it was just an accident. The public believed and hoped that some sort of plot surrounded the events of that day. Eva was a suspect herself, so she could claim that nothing strange had happened until she was blue in the face, and no one would believe her. Of course, this included Angie. In that case, shutting out a clan would make things easier. It's hardly surprising that Eva chose to say nothing. And Eva just accidentally made a Kuadorian? Yeah, there's a problem with saying, oh no, it was just a happenstance that the fucking place exploded, when it's just like, no, there's really no way for Eva to have survived, to be just, like, the coincidence. I wouldn't even call it a miracle, I called it too much of a massive coincidence to be the bomb explodes and only Eva was at Kuadorian, you know? It's just not happening. Right now, I don't feel any sense of accomplishment. I just feel sort of worn out and listless. Being able to bear the truth is what makes a witch of truth. Umineko, after chapter 7, you agree with Angie, even if it was the worst thing in the world, you don't think what actually happened mattered much to you. I would, so like, I guess for me, part of the reason I want to know the truth is I'm the kind of person who likes just knowing the truth. Like, I know that's, for when it's not like admittedly, it's mostly when it's not a personal thing, but just knowing, oh, this is what happened would be like, neat. I'm happy to have that knowledge, and I would be satisfied with that alone. Because having knowledge of what really happens in the world is very rare, you know? You don't know what other people are guaranteed to be thinking. So, or what even happened, like, in another person's life. So knowing for a fact that this thing happened is very interesting to me by itself. So knowing what happened is, like, legitimately, I know it sounds fucked up, but I'm kind of in Erica's side in some ways. Like, admittedly, I don't care about, like, bragging about the truth, but the truth itself is a reward for me. Comrade Angie,
Looks like you don't possess the strength after all. Eva being the only one to survive the random bomb explosion is just as, if not more ridiculous, than the small bombs in the food. Yeah, it's on the degree of Weapon X that it just happened to happen, you know? If you did, you wouldn't be thinking about dying. You're right. So we just clung under the hope that someone might come back. This is Beatrice's cat box to shut away the truth, dropping it for 12 years. I mean, if the truth is chapter 7, so you have your mark down as being sort of the truth. You have to ask yourself, what does that mean really? I mean, okay, so going off of like possibly the most tragic thing is I suspect that either Balor or Beatrice or both of them are possibly actually alive, which is now fucked up in many ways because, okay, as I said in the past, it's just like, yeah, admittedly, if I learned the truth, and if chapters... Okay, let's just say for a second here. Oh, wait. If chapter 7's endgame was the actual truth, and that's like, oh yeah, that's what actually happened, I'd be satisfied learning about it, but I would also probably never tell anyone what actually happened because, well, Angie's alive and it would just hurt her. If Angie was dead, I might be like, fuck it, I'll tell everyone, why not? But Angie's alive and I wouldn't want to, like, fucking bring her even more harm, you know? If everything I learned says she's not even responsible in any way for what happened, I'm not gonna fucking bring up her parents killed a whole bunch of people. Why the fuck would I? When you read the book of the single truth, I wonder what will happen to you. Who knows? Won't Burgisel carry out the contract by slicing my head off with a scythe or something? I better turn and chuck some meat again. Now I'll get some salt and pepper this time. I see. That's where the chunks of meat things come from. I see. So that's where the chunks of meat thing came from. You think Balor undoubtedly met Beatrice on the island? Whether they made it out alive or not is a different story. Yeah. Didn't you say something? No, but nothing at all. Anyway, would you like some tea? No, thank you. Angie listlessly gazed down from the balcony with no handrail. Down in the darkness of the abyss at the bottom of the bookshelf, down into the darkness of the abyss at the bottom of the bookshelf ravine. No, the gap between the bookshelf skyscrapers. From the beginning to the end of my journey, I haven't taken a single step away from this spot. This journey of mine, not even a single step long, will soon end. What are those lines of light flowing around the bottom? Oh, those?
大アウローラ教のパーティーの客人たちの行列でしょ。
Probably a group of guests coming to the Great Lady Aurora's party.
客人
Guests?
元老院の大魔女たち
Great witches from the Senate. Voyagers who are trying to escape boredom in their endless travels.
数百年の眠りより目覚めた偉大なる大魔女たちから未来世界を牛耳る魔女や魔女狩りの貴族たち
Have a witch who have woken up from century-long sleeps, so the witches can show the future world and noble witch hunters.
今夜は大きなパーティーが催されるようですよ。
Seems she's planning on holding a grand party tonight.
お誕生パーティーでもするの
Is it a birthday party or something?
無限の魔女大ベアトリ
From what I've heard, while the Great Lady Beatrice, the Endless Witch, may be an outsider among witches,
その優れた魔法体系により無限の物語を生み出す無限機関ベアトリーチェの猫箱を生み出した天
she's also the genius whose formidable magical system magic resulted in the creation of Beatrice's cat box, the endless factory capable of producing endless tales.
私からすれば爪の甘い間抜け魔女なのですがどうやら大魔女の世界ではちょいと知られた有名人のようで
Magical system magic, you don't say. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, eh? Wow. From my point of view, she's just a stupid and weak finisher. In the world of great witches, she's apparently pretty famous.
ベアトリーチェの誕生会でもやるわ
So this is Beatrice's birthday party.
我が主はベアトリーチェの腹渡でもつ鍋パーティーと言っています
Master says she'll be holding. My master says she'll be holding a dinner party with Beatrice's
って
guts.
そうじゃないですか
After all, it's only natural, right?
一なる真実が存在しないから猫箱は無限の物語を生み続けたのです
The cat box was only able to generate infinite tales because there was no single truth.
しかし今宵
However, tonight,
あんたの鍵
the single truth will be real thanks to your
真
keys.
実が明かされますそしてそれは
And that means the cat box will be opened.
まさに
The only children from the slicing open her chest as she still lives and tearing out what's inside.
打ち負けるのと同じことってわけです
そのもつ鍋パーティー
Around that huge crowd, which looks like a packed freeway, is going to one dinner
大
party.
行列がベアトリーチェの有名さを驚くべきかあの連中
I'm not sure what's stronger, my shock at how famous Beatrice is or my revulsion at those sleaze banks.
あんたにとって一なる真実の書の中身は単なるピリオドにす
For
る
you, the spoke of the single truth is nothing more than an end.
でも ロッケン島ミステリーを感激する者たちにとってはこれは見過ごせないイベントですから。
However, for all those enjoying the Mystery Rogue Gmail, this is an event that can't be missed. I see.
あれは
So that's the crowd goat. One of those goats who's chewing Oni-chan's game board apart. I really hope, I'll be honest, I really hope this isn't supposed to be a metaphor for the readers of the story. Of this story particularly. Like, I hope it isn't the readers of this story, because I think if so, it kind of falls apart in some ways for me. If it's just talking about, like, if it's talking about, like, real crime enthusiasts or some shit, it's a lot better, but if it's trying to make commentary about, like, the actual readers of Umineko, I think it's kind of not hitting well. Angie's analog was... It's more of a true crime thing, but it comes off weirdly. It does come off very weirdly. It's why I'm like, true crime, yeah, but it can be really shitty. People do that shit and stuff, but like, if it's, because like, there's nothing wrong with trying to solve a fake crime, you know? No one's really getting hurt, and everything's fine. It's like, it shouldn't be a problem. So if the writer was acting like it was mean to try and solve the mystery presented to us, it'd be really weird. Angie's analogy was an accurate one. The crowd far below them was made up of nobles wearing beautiful outfits and goat masks. They were also intent on tearing the guts out of Beatrice's cat box, so they couldn't even hide the drool trickling from their mouths. Those gluttonous goat nobles who derived pleasure in violently exposing the truth were in a line of cars heading towards the meeting place. Looks like this is the end for. Looks like this is the end for Beatrice and the cat box. Beato's group has holed up in the Golden Land. Last leftovers of the game board. Acting as gatekeepers, I'll be able to destroy the first wave, but then we'll be able to stop the second. My master has given me an armada capable of destroying the very concept of defensive measures. I think he had more than one problem with how people were engaging with the material, but from the metaphors, it seems his main problem was with people not engaging with it. That is the impression I got specifically from episode 5 and 6, was that a big problem he had was that people just didn't want to engage with the mystery in any like meaningful way, which obviously would be very frustrating. The Golden Land's ramparts are as good as gone. Those ghosts who appeared all over the island. Never found a case of random pins in the future. All in all, the island still would be a tragedy. That's right. Those goats keep being born from the sea of the internet.
第一陣など
That first wave was just a riffraff.
第二陣は違います。
Second wave will be entirely different. It's made up of the best of the best. The goats alive from the crowd that are capable of denying all the cowering pieces one by one.
再生営から編成しています。総兵力は10万。
In total, they number the hundreds of thousands.
島に立てこもるほんの数十人を否定する。
100,000 people deny the existence of a few dozen hiding on the island.
お兄ちゃんももうおしまいね。
Looks like this is Veroni-chan.
覚悟はされているのでしょ
You're ready though, aren't
う。
you?
後ろには
You understand that you should have been Battle Town 1986. This man is an illusion created by the cat box.
彼は猫箱が生み出した現実
Ah, but you forgot to mention that that Balor died. Uzumaki Balor died, and fucking Satsuki Kirito was born. I don't know. He might be alive under a different name. Who knows exactly? You know. Yeah,
分かってる。
I understand. Regardless whether he's my real brother or an illusion. Regardless whether he's who I'd like him to be or not. Amakusa slowly rises up from the bottom of the screen. I swear to Christ if he is. Balor created this game for my sake, will die. No, it just means I'll accept the fact of his death, so it's not like he's going to die now. Angie thought to herself, should performing the last rites for her brother be her responsibility? This was her final trial, which she had assigned to herself. All those people down on the game board were the personification of Angie's naivety. But not the existence of all of them. Wouldn't she finally be able to accept the truth? No, that's not right. I'm not being honest even with myself. Even it's all an illusion. Wouldn't make that bizarre Halloween party any less heartwarming. Oni-chan said it himself. The Halloween party may have been an illusion. However, I'm trying to use that party to tell me something. About that second wave.
我が主より
My master has appointed me to be their commander.
務めるよう仰せつかっています。お任せを。
Leave it to me, Angie-san.
あなた自らに手を汚させるほど我が主は陰湿ではありません。
My master isn't so malicious as to make you dirty your own hands.
Oh fuck. Why am I sleepy timing? Yes, that might be kind of like her. These are my learning attachments to talk about. I'm grateful to Brent Castell. Sure, he was cruel. He probably ordered me to take charge of the second wave next to my own family.
どうしエンジェル
Comrade
あん
Angie,
たは
you're a witch of truth, aren't
魔
you?
女なんですよね。
そうよ。
That's right. Probably.
じゃあ受け入れましょうよ。
Then let's accept the truth, okay?
12年
Finally, after 12 years, the single truth lies before you.
真実。私はここで
I'm gonna sit around here until Burke itself finishes breaking the seal.
気長に待つとする。
おそらくはパーティ
You'll
ー
probably be summoned as a guest for the party.
呼び出されるでしょう。姿見はありますね。
We got mirrors, so maybe you should wipe the sleep from your eyes.
あんたこそ出陣の
Maybe you should shave before heading out to battle. What? What does that mean? Ugh, fuck. Oh god damn it, I'm too tired. I'm definitely gonna end the stream. I'm definitely gonna stream the entire time on Monday, but fuck me, I have problems with my sleep. I am always tired. It sucks. Congrats on powering through. Thanks, Darkbit. I'm happy I got at least to another endpoint or another transition. Even if I am tired as fuck always. Anyway. Thank you all for coming to today's live stream. You guys had a great time. If this is your first time coming, make sure to subscribe to the HBO or wherever I'm streaming. Like me on the stream, leave a like, leave a comment down below, and share the show around to everything might be interested. But until next time, when I'm hopefully more awake, I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet. I'm gonna say goodbye.